Hi students, this is Rajesh Jivlani. You are watching my YouTube channel Easy Chem by Sir Rajesh Jivlani. Today we will do an amazing topic of first year chemistry, that is logarithm. Logarithm is one of the most important and tricky topic of chemistry. So to find logarithm, first of all you must be familiar with exponential number, how to convert a simple number into exponential number, and what are the parts of exponential number. So after that you can do logarithm. In the expression, in order to explain logarithm, an equation is settled that in the expression a power x is equal to y. This x is called log of y. It means this is our natural number. This is a number. We have converted this number into a scientific number. A is a base, this is a base, and x is a logarithm. Say for example, in this equation x is called log of y is a number, x is an exponent means log to base a. So if say y is equal to 1000, y is equal to 1000, so its base a, if this is a y, a should be 10. In logarithm base is always 10. Logarithm base is always 10. So the decimal was there, so we have shifted decimal 3 places to the left side, 1 2 3, so it became 1 into 10 to power 3. We omit 1 here for the sake of simplicity, write 3 here. So this is what y, 1000 is y, 10 is a, and 3 is x. It means this exponent is logarithm. This exponent is what? Logarithm. So in this expression a power x is equal to y, x, it means we have converted this number into scientific number. After converting it into scientific number, the power is called logarithm. So in any number, if you have a natural number, you convert it into scientific number, and what is its exponent, that will be its logarithm for simple numbers. So for other cases we discuss parts of logarithm, that how many parts of logarithm. There are two main parts of logarithm. One is called characteristic, other is mantissa. This is an integer part of logarithm. Now this part of logarithm is integer number. For example, if we have 1000, so we write it as 1 into 10 to power 3. So this thing, the power is called characteristic. This power is called characteristic. This is always an integer part of logarithm, because power in logarithm, power never becomes in fraction. It is always in whole number or integer number. Another thing about this part, so we have, so what is characteristic? Characteristic is the exponent of the natural number. So we convert natural number into exponential number, whatever be the power, that will be characteristic. It could be positive or negative. We know that if the decimal in exponential number is shifted towards left, the exponent will be positive, the characteristic will be positive. If the decimal is shifted towards right side, the exponent will be negative and the characteristic will be negative. And thirdly, we can easily decide characteristic by looking at the number. So we had 1000, we converted into scientific number, and notice the power is equal to what? Characteristic. So just by seeing the number we can decide its characteristic. It is easily decided by looking at number. So we look at the number, convert it into scientific number. In scientific way, the exponent is called characteristic. What is mantissa? It is fractional part of logarithm. It is integer part, it is decimal or fractional part of logarithm. It is always positive. So here we notice that a characteristic may be positive or negative, but mantissa is always positive, and it is a whole number or it is a decimal or fractional part of logarithm. Thirdly, we in characteristic we notice that it can be easily decided by seeing or looking at the number, but in order to decide mantissa cannot be directly decided. We need scientific calculator or we need logarithm table, without which without those scientific calculator or logarithm table we cannot decide mantissa. So to decide mantissa we need scientific calculator. So in characteristic is a whole number part and mantissa is a fractional part. How we recognize these? For example, if we have our number is 100, we convert it into 1 into 10 to power 2. Now this 2 is characteristic. So 2 is the characteristic, and this 1, whatever we write here, the coefficient, the logarithm of coefficient is called mantissa. The logarithm of coefficient is called mantissa. And we know the standard method of writing scientific number is that we retain one non-zero digit at the left of the decimal point. For example, above those number 6.02 into 10 to power 23. So in a standard method, we have to retain only one digit at the left of the non-zero digit. So coefficient can never be 10 or more than 10. It is always in between 1 and 9. So your coefficient will be 1 to 9. We know that the exponential number of 1 is 0, so its log will be 0.00. The exponential number of 10 is 10 to power 1, its logarithm will be 1.00. So coefficient always become in between 1 and 10. So logarithm of 1 is 0, logarithm of 10 is 1. So the value of logarithm of coefficient will always be in between 0.00 and 1. So the value of coefficient will always be greater than 0 but less than 1. Greater than 0 but and less than 1. So greater than 0, for example 0.01 to 0.99. So it is always in a fraction number, and this fractional part is called mantissa. So mantissa is a logarithm of coefficient. Mantissa is logarithm of coefficient. So if your coefficient is 1, the mantissa will be 0, as the logarithm of 1 is 0. So the logarithm of 10 to power 2 exponent 2 is 2, so its characteristic is 2, it is integer part. The logarithm of 1 will be 0, so 0 0 0 is this is its characteristic, and this decimal or fractional part is mantissa. Now we will do the parts of logarithm. There are three rules of logarithm. Log AB is equal to log A plus log B. Log A upon B is equal to log A minus log B. Log A power n is equal to n into log A. Before going to these laws, I want to tell you that if we have one number, 1, its decimal is here. So it is a non-flexible decimal. It can't go towards left side, because in a standard method we have to retain decimal there, as only one non-zero digits comes at the left of decimal. So it is already in the standard form. So its exponential number will be 1 into 10 to power 0. So in this case, this 0 is characteristic. This 0 is characteristic, and you know that this coefficient is a 1. The logarithm of 1 will also be 0. So its logarithm will be 0.00 if our number is 1. For the same reason, if we have 0.01, so it will be equal to 1 into 10 to power minus 2. So minus 2 is our characteristic, we write here, and this is 1. The logarithm of 1 is again 0. So its logarithm will be minus 2.00. For the same reason, if we have 1000, 1 into 10 to power 3. So this 3 is characteristic, that power is characteristic 3, and again 1, 0, 0. So we know that, so going for the rule number 1, say what is the log of 400? What is the log of 400? First of all, the number for which we are going to find logarithm, we convert this number into scientific number. So 400 becomes equal to, so decimal is here, decimal can be shifted 2 places at the left, so it becomes 4 into 10 to power 2. Now we have two numbers, this is A and this is B. This is A and this is B. So we apply rule number 1. Log AB is equal to log A plus log B. So we write here log AB is equal to log 4 plus log 10 to power 2. So log AB is equal to, the logarithm of 4 you can find from the calculator, that is 0.602. So I write only 0.6, and this exponent is itself a logarithm, so its logarithm is 2. So the value becomes 2.6. Now this 2 is a characteristic, while this 0.6 is a mantissa. So in this way we compile the rule number 1. So whenever our coefficient is 1, the logarithm will be equal to characteristic. For example, we have 10,000, so it becomes equal to 1 into 10 to power 1, 2, 3, 4. So its logarithm will be 4.00. Why 4.00? As the coefficient is 1, its mantissa will be 0. If our mantissa is other than 1, it is not 1. If 1, the mantissa will be 0, the logarithm will be equal to what? Your characteristic. So here, as here, for 10,000, 1 into 10 to power 4, 4 is characteristic, 1 is coefficient, the logarithm of coefficient is 0 as it is 1, so the whole logarithm will be equal to the coefficient. But in case if your coefficient is other than 1, we need mantissa, we need scientific calculator, we need logarithm table to find mantissa of logarithm of this coefficient. So characteristic is very clear from the exponential number, that what is the value of exponent, that will be characteristic. So here I already found logarithm of 4 from calculator, it became 0.6. so this is a decimal part, this it comes at the right of the number, this is called mantissa, while this 2 is the power is called characteristic. So in this way we find the rule number 1. So for rule number 2 we will do a simple example again. For rule number 2, for example, now this has been done. For this simplify, we take simple now. Simplify 10,000 divided by 0.01. First of all, we have to convert these numbers into scientific numbers. So we know that this is equal to 10 to power 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 divided by 10 to power 1, 2, 3 minus 3. Its decimal will shift towards right side, its decimal will shift towards left side. So its exponent will be positive, its exponent will be negative. Rule is log a divided by b is equal to log a minus log b. So by applying this rule, log a is 10 to power 4 minus log b is 10 to power minus 3. So the logarithm of 4 will be 4 minus the logarithm of minus 3 will be 10 to power minus 3 will be minus 3. So minus into minus plus 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. This is what the answer. So in this way we have cleared the rule number 2, that if two numbers are divided by each other, their logarithms will be subtracted. So rules of the exponential numbers are followed in the logarithm, as the exponent itself is a logarithm, hence those rules are followed here. If two numbers are multiplied, the logarithms will be added. If two numbers are divided, the logarithms will be subtracted. In mathematics, so we are going on now we're going to the rule number 3. So in this way you do this problem, 0.0001 divided by 10 to power 7. Answer this in comment box. So you answer this question in the comment box. We are going towards the rule number 3. What it says? Rule number 3 is log a power n is equal to n into log a. Now we know that log is itself a power or exponent, and n is a whole power. N is a whole power. In mathematics we know that the power and whole power are multiplied. So this is a whole power and this is a logarithm itself is a power. So power and whole power are multiplied. For example, our example is to simplify 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 upon 3. So first of all, we convert this thing into a scientific number. So rule is what? Log a power n is equal to n into log a. So n is 2 upon 3. This is n. N is 2 upon 3 into log is what? We convert this number into scientific number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 to power 4. 10 to power 4. So 2 upon 3 into 10 to power 4 means 4. So logarithm will be 4. 4 to the 8. So logarithm will be 8 upon 3. For practice, you do this one. Simplify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is your task. Answer this question in comment box. I'll be waiting for your answer. So here again I am going to repeat that log a power n is equal to n into log a. Log itself is an exponent. So on the exponent there is a whole exponent or whole power. So in mathematics, whole power and exponent are multiplied with each other. So we multiply these with each other. So we have taken this example, 10,000 whole power is 2 upon 3. So first we convert this number into scientific number. We know that 10,000 is equal to 10 to power 4. 10 to, and its logarithm will be 4. So n is your whole power. So whole power is 2 upon 3. According to formula, n is whole power into log a. So this is your 2 upon 3 is n, and this is what your a. So a is equal to 10 to power 4, so its logarithm will be 4 as its exponent is 4. So 2 upon 3 is equal to 4. 2 4 the 8, 8 upon 3, this is what answer. So find the value of this answer and comment me. Hopefully you will have enjoyed the logarithm. So my next video will be on the some problems and MCQs on stoichiometry. So stay with me, or first we will do mole and Avogadro, and let's problem practice for the whole chapter. So stay with me. In my next video you find the problems of mole, Avogadro's number, some tricky problems, not easy ones, which has some logics behind. So stay with me, do subscribe my channel, and thank you very much. Stay blessed.